All right, what's up, everyone? Today is Monday, May 15, 2017. Let's go over my plays for today. First one, my big win. I think one of my biggest wins this year so far. NVDA. NVDA, if you guys recall from my recap video on Friday, I went in here. It went against me. I added some more. I went heavy, and I ended up selling some here, leaving some open for the swing play. And this morning, it gave us a chance to take our profits. Actually, it made a peak over to 133 and came and kissed the VWAP. And then from there, I just said, "Give me my profits. I am out." Obviously, the recap videos for me to cry. I left about $2 of profit in the table, which is fine. I made a huge win from 127 to 132. And again, and I'm gonna go back to these big cap stocks. People like to stay away from them, but they make their moves even with 10 shares, 20 shares. You don't need a huge account for this. And and the reason I like this combination is because making all-time highs, it's holding the trend on the daily, and earnings winner. I mean, the earnings were they kicked ass. And and it's the reason that's been running from 102 over to 134. So it's made already a 34% move in 4 days. So that's a huge win for me. The other one that I went in was the ALNY. At first, I didn't know why it was coming up on the gap scanner. There's not information in it. There's no news. But then I found out that one of its competitors, IONS, I think they didn't provide some positive results, although they did pass the phase 3, but the results were just not positive. And given that ALNY has a medication very similar to IONS, it just acted like a sympathy play. So for me, my thought process was that this is acting based on sympathy for a stock that is not really related to this at this point. The other thing that I noticed is that it had a gap to fill. As you can see down here, it kind of popped over this flag, but I started drawing my resistance levels. There's some here, and then there were some here. So when I went pre-market, I was expecting a huge drop at the open. I was at work actually in a meeting, and I was watching this from my Thinkorswim phone. And so I went in here pre-market after it knocked down the parabolic dot. RSI was hot. MACD was crossing down. Histogram was stepping down. I don't use the ADX that much. And, so I kind of held through all this. It's kind of spiked against me. And then at the open, it starts moving very slow. And I was expecting a huge dump, at least 50% retracement. And that is why you see the alert here. Didn't hit there. It just kind of bounced off. And I just, I took my profits. It was a good exit because it ended up going against me. I probably would have panicked if I didn't cover down here. Probably would have gone against me and probably covered for a huge loss. The other one that I took this morning was WLL. I was disappointed with myself on this because it was a trade that I should not have taken. I even wrote on my notes, it's like, don't take trade, try to remain disciplined. What did I do? I still made the trade. And the reason that I like this is that it was gapping up. This is an oil stock. Oil's been making a run. So here the combination was very favorable. RSI hot, MACD crossing down, histogram stepping down. So I went in here, risking to $9. Looking at a bigger picture, there's a lot of resistance here, like around the $9 mark. So I said, okay, I'll risk to $9. And here's my resistance points. And so I ended up going here pre-market. And also the other thing that you notice is that this one, anytime it gaps up pre-market, at least for the past 2 times, it makes a huge drop. Did it here once, did it here twice. And I was thinking, you know what, if it's done it twice already, let's do it again, third time. But actually it ended up going against me. I ended up sticking to my stop loss, a trade that I should not have been in the first place. I ended up giving some money back to the market. Cover here, I guess it was a good exit, but like I was saying, I had other stuff to do at work, and I kind of missed this short here, but it's all right. I had a tight stop, and I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, um, breaking some rules. And then the other one, DRYS, my homie DRYS. DRYS, I was excited because on my interactive brokers, I noticed that there were some shares available to short. Boom, I didn't even hesitate. I didn't even think about it. I just ended up shorting here. It went against me for about 20 cents. I went in at 465 early in the morning, 6:50 my time. RSI was cold, but at this point, Kalani, which is one of the investors, quote unquote, it's actually selling all of its shares, all of its, yeah, you could say shares back to DRYS, and which is the reason that it continues this big drop. And it still has another, I think, about $100 million to sell, which is why the reason that continues lower and lower. So, like I said, once I saw there were some shares available, didn't hesitate. I ended up taking the short, even though it went against me. I was in the red for maybe an hour, hour and a half, but then just about an hour ago, I ended up just covering my position. I left a couple cents on the table, but it's fine. I got the meat of the move. I think I got about 8% of the move, which was very good. Overall, good trading day. Closed the NVDA trade, which was a awesome trade, awesome trade. So hopefully there's more opportunities like that. Earnings season, it's already starting to come to an end, but we'll benefit from it. And other than that, I hope everybody else does good tomorrow. Talk to you guys later.